I got really angry a little while ago. And for anyone who knows me, I get irritated very quickly by the dumbest shit. One of the things that sets me off more than anything else, and I'd like to preface this with, I don't really watch much TV anymore. There's one thing that's always set me off with TV, and that's commercials. Because commercials, just in general, are shit, right? Marketing is mostly lies to get you to buy shit. I already don't really like commercials, in case that wasn't clear. But there are some that are just arguably god-awful. There are commercials that are really good. And sometimes you do see a commercial, and it sticks with you, oddly enough, as stupid as that is. And ironically, both types of commercials are considered successful. Because if it's a bad enough commercial, it gets people talking about you and your brand, and even if it's in a negative way, at least your brand is in their mouth, right? That's where you want to be. You want to be in their mouth. I saw a commercial recently. Every time I think about it, it makes me angry. This one specifically made me angry because of how it promotes such a toxic work culture. Markham LLP is essentially a group that does accounting, actuary work, all that sort of shit. They put out shitty commercials for years. Their marketing team literally just used to make commercials that were things like, your company sucks, hire Markham. That's what their commercials were. This year, they shifted gears. And they did something that, in my opinion, really promotes a toxic work culture and really promotes the idea of, hey, if you want to make it in this world, work yourself to death. This is not going to be the specific one.
Andre, what are
Maria, I love the way you smile and the way you cough when you sneeze. The way you get distracted by birds and how you pronounce February.
February.
But most importantly,
I love the way you love to love me.
So, what do you say?
You had me at sneeze cough.
Ever wonder
Aw,
where
how
the people
cute.
with all the answers get all the answers? Ask Markham, accountants and advisors.
Okay, so that one, just as, like, the starter, the fucking intro, the hors d'oeuvre, so to speak, is stupid, right? That one's just dumb. That was just a dumb commercial. It doesn't make any sense. It's them trying way too hard to be funny and cute and whatever about, like, you know, the shit that they're doing. Just wait. Because this one's also stupid, but it's the same type of thing.
Okay, sweetie. So,
Why should you like me? I'm a hard worker with a 5-year plan and a clean criminal record. I like whatever sports team you do.
I change my oil before the recommended mileage.
Nice.
And I don't partake in funny business.
All I want to do is talk golf and make your daughter happy.
thank you.
Ever wonder where the people with all the
That one's a little bit better. So they got a little bit better where it's like, okay, that one's a little bit funny, a little bit like, oh, haha, we've all been there trying to impress the girlfriend or boyfriend's parents, blah, blah, blah. That
get all the
bullshit, right?
answers? Ask Markham, accountants and advisors.
Our stock's tanking. Any ideas?
They're trying to do what, like, Progressive and Esurance and all those other companies have done, which is make a funny commercial, right?
Well, you need to holistically re-optimize revenue streams for pre-emerging markets. But, at the same time, incubate cross-form affinity for existing demos. Meatball?
Not to mention the integration of cloud-ready
meta service functionalities for improved SEO and ROI after the IPO. And of course, synergy.
Okay.
Ever wonder where the people with all the answers get all the answers? Ask Markham, accountants and advisors.
That one irritates me a little bit because it's literally just dude in a bicycle helmet comes in, shouts buzzwords about business. You're in, man. Business is nothing. It is. I mean, business is bullshit. But that one, once again, is a little bit closer to what they do, right? That's not a toxic work culture one. That's not that bad. You're probably thinking, Gil, this isn't terrible. Why are you complaining about this stuff? It's because of this one.
Why should I hire you?
I was put on Earth to work here. I don't have hobbies, I don't believe in weekends, and I've trained my body to not need lunch breaks.
Whoa.
The only thing I love more than emails and spreadsheets
Is meetings about emails and spreadsheets. I have a PhD in closing deals,
as well as a letter of recommendation from you in the future. So the only question is, when do I start?
Do you want to see our filing system?
Ever wonder where the people with all the answers get all the answers? Ask Markham.
Can you guess why that one pissed me off? First of all, it started with, why should we hire you? Because I was born to be a slave for you. Because I was born and incubated, goddammit, to work at this job. I don't believe in time off. I don't believe in weekends. I will work and personally slave for you until I die. It is just such an indicator of how shitty work culture is all over the world. This idea of you live to work, not work to live. That's what you need to be doing. You need to be working yourself until you are dead. And up until that point, your sole purpose for existence should be the creation and acquisition of wealth for your betters, for those who are higher up than you are. Markham is trying desperately with their 2022 marketing ploys. Remember how these started? The first one started with this funny, stupid little thing that she makes him smile, and that all these quirky things about her are the reason he loves her. We're Markham. We're advisors. We get things done. Ha ha ha, funny. And then it ends up here. When you look at these commercials throughout the year, or if you don't see them back to back, it doesn't seem as sinister as it actually is, right? What they're doing here is they have a marketing campaign that is centered all around making the idea of, oh, Markham gives people good advice, and whenever you need business advice or advice about careers or anything like that, go to Markham LLP, because they will help you out. But the last commercial, the one that they aired way more than the others, by the way. Like, I have seen this commercial on TV, and I don't watch TV that often, but I've seen this one multiple times. They still play it. This comment sums it completely up. First of all, this one sums it up as well. It is not funny. That is the... This one is a much better breakdown of what Markham is doing here with their marketing strategy. They start out with a sort of feel-good, ha ha ha, this is funny, and we're the advisors that help you, blah blah blah. And then they end up with, we're gonna give you the advice that every hiring manager wants to hear, and that advice and the thing that they want to hear is basically, I will be a slave for you. I will give up every aspect of my personality. This person says, do you people not realize that what you portray here as your business is literally what the evil corporate bad guy does in Ready Player One? You need a better ad agency, preferably one that doesn't use some variation of "you got this" in every horrible commercial. This is the thing that pissed me off the most about the Markham commercials, is that every single one of them was basically, you've got this and we're here to help. But whenever we look at specifically the business aspect of things, you are a soulless machine, and you need to be a soulless machine to be successful. Some people could argue that, ironically, yes, that is one thing that gets you good jobs, is to be just a corporate stooge and to be a piece of shit. But I would argue that can actually hurt you in the long run. A lot of companies don't want a mindless automaton, especially at higher levels and stuff. So if you just come in and are like, hey, I am going to be a grunt for you, and you are going to work me until I am so burnt out that I want to just type thing, that is not a healthy thing for them to be advertising. It's a little bit dangerous to be saying to people, this is what you should be doing. I really hate it. Ashton Kutcher decided, I'm gonna take a role where I play an Indian man, and I'm gonna do brown face. We're gonna use it to sell pop chips.
I'm Raj. I'm a Bollywood producer. I'm looking for the most delicious thing on the planet.
Yes, it's Ashton Kutcher in brown makeup pretending to be a Bollywood producer looking for love. This online ad had to be pulled after some deemed it racist, saying the character
Oh, I fucking wonder why. In the ad, he literally is just like, you know, bad Indian accent. My name is Raj, and I'm looking for a great snack. And then he just starts doing really shitty, like, Bollywood dances that aren't really Bollywood dances.
The company who made the ad, Pop Chips, says the dating parody was meant to provoke a few laughs and was never intended to stereotype or offend anyone.
It wasn't meant to stereotype or offend anyone. It's literally about posting stereotypes and then saying, every stereotype likes our chips, go buy them, you fucking morons. That's what their commercial was. Pretending to be an Indian man when he is one of the whitest people you will ever see. I don't know who okayed that, but I guarantee you whoever okayed that ad definitely lost their fucking job. Trigger warning for anyone who doesn't like suicide, which is a lot of people. This is an actual commercial that Hyundai put out back in 2014. Actual commercial, real commercial that they decided to put out there. They had to do multiple shots of this to get the camera angles right, to get the everything right. They would have had to have recorded this multiple times. Now, for those of you who maybe don't know what's going on, this man is filling his car with exhaust. Exhaust has carbon monoxide in it. That kills you. This is a way that people kill themselves. Hyundai, back in 2014, which once again is only 8 years ago, thought, you know what's a good thing to portray on television to millions of people? To sell cars. A guy killing himself. I have no fucking words for how angry that makes me. So, this is gonna get a little dark for a second here. A very close family member of mine died via suicide. One of the attempts was doing this. And luckily, it did not succeed. Unluckily, he did succeed later on. This is one of the most offensive commercials I have ever seen in my life. Mainly because it hits me personally and emotionally. And I'm sure that there are much worse commercials and much worse things out there that are way more offensive to way more people. But this is pretty fucking high up there. Hyundai actually thought, you know what would make a good commercial, guys? We have a guy fucking killing himself in his garage. We have a guy killing himself in his garage. No, Mr. President, please sit back down. Get the marketing team in here because they need to hear this. Our idea, once again, is to have a guy killing himself in his garage. But then it doesn't work because our new fucking engine is 100% water-based. Isn't this a good fucking idea? How in the fuck do any of these, like some of the other ones I've shown, are offensive for other reasons, or are just completely tone deaf, like they just are people making mistakes. How in the hell did the idea of, literally, they had to pitch to someone. Someone in the company pitched this. The whole premise of this commercial is you can't kill yourself with your car anymore because it's just water. How the fuck did that pass any sort of ethics review or any sort of like marketing PR review or anything? How? That one personally upset me. So that's why I'm getting so angry about that one. You might be asking yourself, what's a Quiznos? That's a good question. It's like if Subway and Mr. Sub had a illegitimate child that they then just like threw down a flight of stairs. That's Quiznos.
Quiznos subs! They are tasty, they are crunchy, they are warm because they toast them! They got a pepper bar!
Quiznos new Santa Fe Trio subs with smoky chipotle sauce.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Quiznos.
I don't know how many of you... That can't be real. I guarantee you, not only is it real, it was a commercial that Quiznos aired across North America in 2006, and they seriously used this. So let me take you back. Let me take you back to the dark times. The times of The Angry Orange, and the times of LOL XD Random, and Rage Comics, and a simpler time for sure. The Sponge Monkeys, I believe, is what these things were called. Quiznos, for whatever reason, went, hey, this meme culture, which is not what it was called back then, by the way, but this meme culture stuff, mwah, it sums up our brand. I don't even know if they're still in business. I'm just going to type in Quiznos bankrupt. On March 14th, 2014, they filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. How many of you know what the Super Bowl is? How many of you have seen a Super Bowl ad as dumb as this?
Mountainous Tibet, one of the most beautiful places in the world. This is Timothy Hutton. The people of Tibet are in trouble. Their very culture is in jeopardy.
True.
But they still whip up an amazing fish curry. And since 200 of us bought at Groupon.com, we're each getting $30 worth of Tibetan food for just $15 at Himalayan Restaurant in Chicago.
Save the money. Unlock great deals in your town. Groupon.com.
So, did anyone catch that? Tibet was annexed by China. Maybe annexed is not the right word. Invaded? Hostile takeover? Mild genocide? There are lots of words to explain what China did to Tibet. But essentially, China went in and said, this is ours now, even though the Tibetan people, as this fucking moron, what's his name, Timothy Hutton? Yeah, Timothy Hutton. The Tibetan people are culturally distinct from China. They have their own culture. They have their own religion. Tibet is where the Dalai Lama is from, and where he had to flee from when the Chinese government took over and tried to kill him, because he's a religious leader, and you can't have those if you're taking over a culture. You've probably heard of the whole hashtag Free Tibet thing, and how so many celebrities were like, Free Tibet, Free Tibet, Free Tibet. Donate money to Free Tibet, do whatever to Free Tibet, and then nothing actually happened. None of that money actually went to doing anything, and the UN didn't step in, and the United States didn't step in. No one stepped in, and Tibet is still under the Communist Party of China's control. Their people are subjugated, they get brainwashed, they get, as the Chinese would put it, re-educated, and by that we mean brainwashed to basically renounce their religion and their entire way of life.
Mountainous Tibet.
Mountainous
One of
Tibet.
the most beautiful places in the world.
It is gorgeous. It's gorgeous there. They have so many
This
temples
is
and
Timothy
beautiful
Hutton.
things.
The people of Tibet are in trouble.
They are in trouble, Timothy Hutton. The people of Tibet are in trouble because they are being subjugated by a fascist government.
Their very culture is in jeopardy.
It is in jeopardy because their very culture, much like the Uyghur population, also in China, fucking go figure, is being phased out through re-education camps. Which, you know, when you send a bunch of people to camps against their will, it reminds me of something else. I can't really put my finger on it. Something about Germany, I think.
But they still whip up an amazing fish curry.
What the fuck? Beautiful mountainous Tibet. I'm Timothy Hutton, completely tone-deaf fucking moron actor who realizes that the people of Tibet are in risk of being completely wiped out, their entire culture being wiped off the face of the earth, and their way of life being destroyed. But they still whip up a mean fish curry.
$30 worth of Tibetan food for just $15 at Himalayan Restaurant in Chicago.
I'm getting this $30 dish for only $15. I'm saving 50%. And what does this have to do with Tibet? Our waiter's from there, and the food is from there. Oh, sorry, does the money go to Tibet? Let me see, let me, one sec. Let me just look real quick through, Oh, weird, no, we donate nothing. None of this money, and Groupon itself doesn't donate anything to Tibet. Weird. Interesting. Wait, so how does this benefit the Tibetan people? Let me check my book here real quick. Oh, you know what? I don't think it does. It's fucking weird. This commercial won the best commercial ever of 2014. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up and we're gonna watch this 3-minute commercial. I'm just gonna show it. Let me help. Here.
เขาจะได้อะไร ถ้าเขาทำแบบนี้ทุกวัน
I love the old woman. There you are. You're late.
เขาจะไม่ได้อะไรเลย ไม่ได้รวยขึ้น ไม่ได้ออกทีวี ไม่มีใครรู้จัก ไม่ได้มีชื่อเสียงที่มากขึ้น
It's fucking heartbreaking.
เพราะสิ่งที่เขาได้ คือได้แค่ความรู้สึก ได้เห็นความสุข ได้เข้าใจ ได้ความรัก ได้ในสิ่งที่เงินซื้อไม่ได้ ได้โลกที่สวยงามกว่าเดิม ในชีวิตคุณ อะไรคือสิ่งที่คุณต้องการมากที่สุด
ไทยประกันชีวิตเชื่อในความดี
So that commercial was for life insurance. Life insurance is usually something that, you know, people don't like to talk about or look at, right? Because it's insurance for, hey, when I shuffle off this mortal coil, when I yeet into the void, I want something to be left for the people I care about. That's what life insurance is. And you can call life insurance a scam all you want, but I know people personally who would have been destitute if not for the life insurance policies that that their parents had, or that, you know, their spouses had, or whatever else. The entire commercial is about him just doing good things because it's the right thing to do, and because you want to see a more beautiful world, and because you want to see people be happy. And in the end, the tagline there is that what he gets out of this is a more beautiful world, the thing that money cannot buy, which is a better world than what you had. Leave the world better off than you found it. That was basically like a mini little Hallmark movie. That is how you do good marketing that not only promotes your business and your product, but it also shares a good message that's just good overall. It's good to end on a good one. Feel positive at the end of it, right? That's why I do the Feel Good Positivity Hour on Thursdays. That's why I ended this one with this commercial, because it's just nice to feel good at the end of something, right? Yeah. I'd like to just say thank you for everyone who dropped in, for the people who shared videos and stuff like that, and shared parodies of commercials. They were funny. Thank you for dropping by, and as always, I'll see you around. Have yourselves a great night, everyone, and stay safe and be kind to each other, all right?